Whether you're at the lake or in the backyard, folks, it is time to fire up the grill and cook some burgers. But I'm gonna tell you what I've done. I've put in the hours, done my homework, researched all these burgers, and these 4 are the best that I would recommend to you to feed all of your guests at the grilling season kickoff. But before we get started, a very special shout out to ARIAT for sponsoring this video. And folks, be sure and check them out, because it's more than just long sleeve shirts and jeans and boots. They have got vintage shirts that'll keep you cool in the summer, but they've also got some shorts that you can wear to your backyard party. I even had a pair on one time. So check it out, get duded up, you'll be the hit of all the grilling season. First up on my list of best burgers ever is the chorizo burger. Best burger I've ever eaten, and it's so easy to bring about a unique and different flavor to ground beef. Anybody can do this, and it's talking about making homemade chorizo. We're taking some dried chilies and blending it with some really lean pork meat that we've ground up, and when we make them patties, best tip ever, chill them for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. That way they're going to stay together on the grill, they're going to cook easier, and folks, let me tell you, when you wrap a lip around this burger, you'll be thinking, this is the best burger I ever eaten in my life. What really gives it that good, rich red color? Well, really that goes back to 3 of my favorite dried peppers. It does. The guajillo, yes, and look, he is so bright and red. I mean, look at that color. My most favorite chili in the whole wide world, the ancho chili. I'd say this was probably my second love right here. It is the hatch chili that has been dried. Got me a stock pot over there on the hasty bake. Got about that much water in it, but I just like to split them up through there enough that we can get all these seeds to come out of there. All of our chilies and 4 garlic cloves are fixing to get in here. I want them to get really boiled to where they're so tender that when you touch them, they nearly fall apart. And folks, this is a tremendous amount of good, rich color and flavor right here. I like to put 1 heaping helping in there and then go ahead and put these bay leaves in there. Some whole oregano, smoked paprika, some onion powder. I like chili seasoning, and then a good capful of apple cider vinegar, because we need a little bitter in there. Y'all ready? And it'd be a good time now since we're... Did I see Sadie? Sadie, what have you been doing, girl? Did you go get a facial? Just on one side? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Lou, you're nasty. 2 1-pound packages of Potter Packs of Flavor. I want to show you the consistency of that stuff. I mean, liquid gold it is. But we want this to get mixed really, really well. But it's got to set at least 6 hours in the refrigerator. I prefer 12 or even 24. Due to the magic of TV, and y'all ain't got to wait 6 hours, I done made a batch early so we wouldn't have to wait. Got it right there. We're going to put that in right there. Did y'all see that?
Oh my gosh, how nice.
This is a miracle. Thank you, Jesus. There is no wind blowing. 1.5 pounds of beef. We'll ball this up and see where we're at. I'd say we was pretty close to 1/3, 2/3 to get this stuff to where it is incorporated really well. We're gonna make these pretty big, so I'm gonna go a little bigger than a baseball. But I need to let these chill a good 30 minutes. Look out, B. Just place them right here on the indirect end of that. Remember, all the fire is down here, this is down here. Now regular burgers, I'd probably just start over there on that side, but I like to give these a little more of a smoke bath. We're gonna let them sit down here and take a smoke bath for 10 minutes. Next up on my list, what Oklahoma is known for besides the wind, the Oklahoma fried onion burger. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. You know, this isn't a grilled burger. This is cooked in an iron skillet or a grill plate, and we're mashing them along there together to get that good caramelization. But when you place them buns over there and let that onion sweat seep up through there, great flavor is going to hit every taste bud you got. According to legend, it is about 1926, a man by the name of Ross Davis in Ardmore, Oklahoma, as things was sort of progressing through the Depression, meat was high, onion was cheap. And little did he know it was going to come out to be a national treasure talked about for generations and generations in Oklahoma as the fried onion burger. You see me in there, slice it paper thin. The thinner you can get it, the better. And then I just need you to put them in a colander. Put you some salt on them because we need to let them drip. Now, see there, that's in about 30 minutes them onions have said, hey, I'm going to give up some of that moisture. So we're just going to dry them out really well. Just let them sit right there and let them mind their own business. So we're starting out with some certified Angus beef. The 20 is getting hot over here, so first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add us some of that Kerrygold butter. Yep, chunk her down in there and just go ahead and set you some of them in there. And there is a sizzling sound in there. And you have heard me say when you're grilling burgers, don't mash them. But folks, we finna mash the ever-loving whatchamacallit out of these right here we are. And we're gonna mash them with a hasty bake masher, we are. It's a handy dandy tool that makes meat disappear. Where'd the meat go? We got that going. Remember them onions that sit there and sweated and got all good and dry? Folks, let's cover them up. I'm talking like let's give them an onion bath. I don't wanna see no meat in there. I just wanna see some onion in there. And we're gonna let that cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. And this is when you're gonna just do a little light seasoning right here. Well, we've been on about 3 minutes, we have, and I begin to see some browning around that edge. Place your hand on there, turn it over, and you can see that good color we got. Time to break out the buns, because when we can put them on here just like so, bottom bun right next to the meat, and we ain't putting no cheese on them yet, but it's gonna steam that good onion flavor up there into that bun. You see me mix up me some special condiment. What would you think would go best on an onion burger? Some good French onion dip or with a little mustard and some W sauce? Hey, Big, I want to thank you for always helping me out. I done peeled all the onion off this. You do like a little cheese on your burger. There you go, my buddy. Dad and Mom love you a bunch, and you got a lot of fans. Coming in at number 3, inspired by Whataburger, the Patty Melt. You've seen me do it at McDonald's and you've seen me do it at Taco Bell, but now we're going to do it to the Whataburger. I'd like to try your Patty Melt, ma'am.
Okay, 674 out the window.
Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, you too.
You know, when we're doing a patty melt and we're caramelizing onions, it's not a quick cook time, but you got to take your time, get that caramelization, because that is the base for this burger. Now I use 2 medium-sized onions. If you got a great big honking onion, that might be enough. But I just need you to put all them in there, and we're gonna keep stirring them and mashing them up and flipping them over to where we get a good brown color to them, and they're good, brings out all that sweetness right to the top, and we need it. I want to stress to you, don't be in no hurry here. We got some things happening here, folks, and it is looking some of that good. The aroma coming out of there. A trick my mother taught me a long time ago when you was trying to caramelize some onions or get some taters to be really crispy a little faster and quicker. Put you a little of that there apple cider vinegar in there. Oh, I'm sorry, just regular vinegar. Get them out of that field skillet. We have let them onions cool just a minute. Then I want you to take some of that there W sauce. I ain't even going to try to pronounce it. And I just want you to give them a little bath in there. Stir them up a little. Cover them. And let's move on to what you call it. What is this, Shen?
Texas toast.
Aha. And you know, folks, that hamburger meat sort of shrivels. So I want you to make it bigger than your piece of bread. I want you to season really well. And we never season burgers ahead of time because you be drying the meat out. Will they both fit in there, Shen? Inquiring minds want to know. Well, folks, they've been on about a minute and a half. They have. We need to give them just a little mashing here. We'll let them go another minute or so, and then we'll flip them over. I want you to take some of their special sauce. And if you can see, look in there, them jalapenos is shining just out. We have the Swiss here. So we're gonna go ahead and put one there and one here. We need to put some meat over here. So, and you can lay it over and see how much it sort of just drawed up there to the right weight and the size to appropriately fit. I want you to give it some of these caramelized onions. Right here, some cheese. And guess what? Some more meat, some more cheese, yummy caramelized onions. It goes right just like that. A little dab of mayonnaise right here on the side that is going down to the cast iron first. More butter. I just want you to put her in there. Mayonnaise size down first, and I want you to give it a little mashing. Let's go ahead and get the Whataburger patty melt out of there.
Ooh, that looks good.
That looks some of that yummy, don't it, Big?
Can you do a Whataburger wiggle?
Whoa. What a burger that is, folks. But the number 4 burger on my list, and we are going to hit a home run. What is it? The All-American Burger Dog. That's what you call the All-American Burger Dog Shuffle. You have people in your family that saying, I want a burger. I want a hot dog. Let's combine them both and make that burger dog all together. Slab of meat, cheese, put that Nathan's hot dog in there, roll it up, put it on the grill. We're gonna knock a home run every time. You gotta be grilling and chilling. That's what it's all about, grilling and chilling. Don't you like that, Shin? No. That is good beef, and that is, what do you call? A half a pound. That is 8 ounces of pure beef. So you need to have you some of this stuff that I really hate to use, especially when it's out in the wind, because y'all know what's happened. Y'all have seen it before, and it just happens. I don't know why it happens, but every time you get it out, the wind gets up to at least 65. So we're gonna tear us off a great big piece. I hope y'all can hear, folks, because this is not as funny as it appears to be for me. There we go. There's another one bit of bullet it has. When all else fails, folk, you do it this method here. You take your half a pound of burger beef. You put it in here, and we got to get this to the exact size we want it, but thin enough that it is going to do us some good. And the Big's checking out the plastic wrap. 1 husband controller, rolling pin. I want you to roll this out that it's going to be big enough to fit this here dog. Good hot dogs. Now, folks, Shan got me on these Nathan's a long time back, and I really do like a Nathan's. And we have grilled our little Nathan's hot dogs till they got some color on them beforehand. So we got her seasoned, and you want to make sure now you got plenty of room in there that everybody's going to be wrapped over. That's how you know how big to roll this thing out. So, but y'all know me, folks. I have roasted me some green chilies, I have, and got them ready. So they go in there first. Make sure he's right there in the middle. Roll it over, tuck tight, and just go to mashing. Pull this out, roll again, pull it out, roll again. You can crimp them ends a little right there, but then you just pull it back out here. Make sure that everybody is sealed up really nice. Told you I'd get here to the fire. Now we have got us a good hot fire, hardwood lump mesquite, plus some mixed in mesquite down here from the river. Folks, on burger grilling, you can look at it anytime you want to, as long as you ain't mashing down with that spatula and just mashing all the juice out of it. Well, we have done grated some of my favorite kind of cheese, which is pepper jack. we're gonna put on there and let it sit right over here, see if it'll go to melting just a little. We're gonna let these go just a tad bit longer. Then we're gonna let them meet their participants that are gonna lay up on them sweet, cheesy covered toasted buns, and that is an all-American Cowboy Kent Rollins burger dough. Got a nice ring to it, don't it? We are gonna, looky there. Ooh la la, that's what I am after. And I am fitting to have me a bite. No, I'm not as hot. I need you to check this for me. How many tail wags? Oh, well, we thank y'all for gathering around the fire with us, or the grill, or the backyard, wherever you may be. We hope that you have a really good Memorial Day weekend. Again, thank you to ARIAT, and check out some of their summer styles. You'll be looking really good and fancy. But folks, Memorial Day weekend too is a special time. A time for us to have remembrance. A time for us to be aware of the sacrifice that so many gave, the ultimate sacrifice for us to have the freedoms that we have. So when you think about this day, think about it with a bigger heart, a brighter smile. And be sure and tell every one of them that you see. If you see a veteran or a serviceman or a woman walking down the road, tell them thank you for what they did. Remember those who have fallen, because they have paid the greatest sacrifice of all. But it is with great pride, honor, and privilege that I tip my hat to all our servicemen and women and all the veterans who have kept that old flag flying over camp. We commend you all. Rest of you, come on up in here. We're going to give you a big old hug. God bless you, each and every one, and we'll see you down the Best Burgers Ever trail.